Happy Sunday, yes, God family. Let me turn this off so we can all hear it together. Let me start it from the beginning here. I love getting paid to exist. I love that my mind is worth millions. I love that I don't have to work for money because money is so busy working for me. I love that my energy is expensive and exclusive. I love that Happy Sunday, yes, God family. I'm just being me, Tracy, Anand, Pinky, Patricia, Nikki, Mama, Undoing Trauma, yes, God. LA joined, Chacha Bang. I would love for y'all to come in and show me some love, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. Yes, God. Do like this, y'all. Go like this on your screen. Go like this. I love that people are so excited to give me opportunities, and I am looking forward to fulfilling my purpose through those opportunities. I got a word this morning, y'all. This is good. I love getting paid to Middlebury acupuncture, yes, God. Blueberry and yoga, yes, God. Cam, Wendy over on TikTok, y'all. I would love some love and see some hearts. I love that my energy is expensive and exclusive. I love that my presence is a privilege. Because, honey, I be having to keep a note. I love that I am always in the right place of all these ideas that just come through my mind. Okay, so let me put that over here so I can see it. I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. Patricia, Nikki does nails. Yes, God. Brains and booty. Okay. Dr. Glory Mercy, Nick Loveless, Eliza TikTok, Thabisa. Yes, God. Mark Garrett, everybody. So I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. This morning, I am talking about success through surrender, which is like an oxymoron, right? Especially in the society that we live in and, you know, the values and the patriarchy. Yes, I'm going to use that word because people try to box that word into just men and women. And it is so much more magnanimous than that. We're not doing co-hosts right now. So essentially, when I think about, hey, happy Sunday, good morning. When I think about my life and what results happened, were they from the doing or were they from the deciding? Okay, because manifestation is just simply a decision that we commit to. Just like any belief that we have, it's a decision that we commit to. And so I was thinking about the concept of surrender as it comes to a decision, right? Because again, we have associated success with, you know, a lot of external things. And yes, some success is external. To me, success is the external and the internal. Not only do I get to enjoy material abundance, but I am generating that material abundance because I've allowed myself to become a vessel for God. And I've allowed myself to become of service to this world in some type of way. And I've examined myself and I've surrendered trying to control how I show up or what my service is to the world. And I just align with what feels good for me, what's natural for me. And so the society that we live in is not really necessarily, and when I say society, I mean, we're getting there now, of course, because we have the internet, we can communicate, we're hearing other people's perspectives, we're getting wisdom, we're being put on to a lot more information. But the reality is that there is, you know, a very big focus on competition, comparison, you know, who has what, thank you, Nikki Does Nails. This is good. How are we measuring up to one another? Matter of fact, let me get my trusty board, y'all. I love getting paid to exist. I love that my mind is worth millions. I love that I don't have to work for myself. I love that my energy is expensive. I love that my presence is a privilege. I love that I'm always in the right place at the right time. I love that the right eyes are always on me. I love that I don't have to chase anything because I attract it. I love that money is obsessed with me. I love that life is always working out for me. Okay. I hope you can see this. Productivity, control equals safety, rest equals laziness, emotional weakness, survival, romance, worth conditioning, and competition, okay? These are all patriarchal constructs. And this is how society encourages us to exist. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me mirror this over on Tiki-Taki so you can see it right. Okay. Let me turn this on. So essentially, we have, give me 1 second, y'all. If I don't get it, okay. So we have essentially been using this as a way that we kind of perceive ourselves. Like, do I have the things? Do I have control over my life? Do I, am I this person? Am I this image that we've been this sign of sold to that is important to us? And so essentially, we start to put all of our energy and our attention on our awareness on what's happening outside of us, what's happening on the circumstances of our life. When in actuality, what's important and what we're truly experiencing is what's happening on the inside of us, our internal state. What is our emotional state? What is the state of our nervous system? How are we experiencing our life, right? Are we experiencing that in a way that is peace, love, joy, happiness, bliss, fulfillment? Or are we experiencing it in a way of disappointment, depression, anxiety, feeling not worthy, feeling not enough? And so essentially, when you put the focus on combining those two, right? I want to be successful in the world, but I also want to be successful in my heart. I also want to feel truly fulfilled. I also want to feel truly worthy and truly valuable. So the thing is that we've been taught that in order to feel those things inside of us, right, that we have to go through all of this stuff. This stuff right here, if you can have material success, if you can, look like this, and if you can sound like this, and you can make this much money, and you can have these things, checked off on your bucket list. Oh, I'm 44 and I should have had this, and that done. Oh, I should have, could have, would have done this in my life. Oh, if I had just, right? You're teaching, yes, God. If I had just, right? It's a lot of regret. It's a lot of sadness. It's a lot of loneliness. It's a lot of unfulfillment. It's a lot of depression. It's a lot of anxiety, right? That is happening on our internal state. Regardless of if you have all the trappings of success, you have the big house, you have the nice car, you have the nice things, you know what I'm saying? Like you have all the things that you were told that you needed to accomplish in order to be successful, but you don't really still feel successful, God. So this right here is what my work is about, is bridging and integrating those and actually bringing that internal success, and also showing you the correlation between your internal success and your material success. Because this is the way that we are able to remember our divine identity, our divine oneness with God, and the separation in that I am not my experiences. The things that I have gone through, the things that have hurt me, my trials, my traumas, my tribulations, yes, they were extremely painful. However, I am one with the divine, and that is my true identity. So as being one with divine, I am already whole, I am already complete, I am already fulfilled, I am already successful simply by very fact that I exist. The fact that I won the race, that I penetrated the egg, that I was formed in my mother's womb, and that I had the conception and was baptized in the waters of the womb, baby. That in and of itself is why I'm already whole, successful, complete, perfect. Has nothing to do with all the other stuff. Although we have been programmed and conditioned to use the other stuff as the standard of measure. Well, can I be whole yet? Can I be worthy? Well, if someone just picked me, if that relationship would have just worked, if I could have just done that, and then I would have been on that path, and if I would have just left that person earlier, or if I would have just got with that person, or what if I this is how the work. Can I get some love, y'all? Because I'm kind of preaching on a Sunday morning now. Give me some taps. If y'all picking up what I'm putting down, this is making sense. What scares me is that despite all these tribulations, I am still so blessed. Why should that scare you, baby? That is nothing but pure gratitude. You're blessed because you are one with the divine, honey, because abundance is your birthright, baby. Because the only sin is sinning against yourself and believing that you're anything other than one with the divine, that you're believing that you are your experiences. Yes, God. Yes, for the hearts. Yes, 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 for the hearts. So I wanted to share a hack this morning. Yes, 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 God, for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for helping this engagement so that we can get this message out, so that we can spread the good news, baby. Let's talk about some good news, okay? Let's talk about that on this good Sunday morning, okay? Yes, God! Okay, so I'm in my flow now. You see, I started a little. I was kind of like... And then I allowed myself to be an open channel, a surrender for one with the divine. And this is exactly what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. Okay, so how we can change our posture to become in alignment with what it is that we are truly passionate, what feels good on the inside, what's authentic to us, and what we need to learn how to. And I'm going to share this with y'all in a moment. And I'm going to curse anybody who knows me. By the way, my name is Megan. I am the CEO and founder of Yes God Wellness, a holistic health brand dedicated to mind, body, and spirit health and connection. And we also specialize in yoni steaming. Yes, God. Oh my God, have given my trials too much power. Oh, baby, listen, listen, listen. Yes, God. Thank you so much, Mark. Yes, God. And so what happens is, again, because of all this conditioning, thank you so much for the love, y'all. Because of all this conditioning, look, I'm all over the place. This is how I get, so okay. I just remembered I was introducing myself. And I just wanted to say my name is Megan, which I already said, but I also, this work is in the Quantum Prayer Circle. Every morning we do a daily prayer. Every week we do a weekly self-concept rampage. We also do a bi-weekly masterclass, which is kind of similar to this, but I plan it in advance and do a lot of. And I also incorporate a lot of questions and feedbacks that I'm getting within the Quantum Circle to go ahead and address on the bi-weekly masterclasses so that they're super valuable, which is what I'm going to all talk about as well. I'm located in North Carolina. Yes, God. So we've been conditioned that this is the way, the truth and the light, to get to the promised land. But baby, let me tell you, the way, the truth, and the light is already dwelling within us. The promised land is the imagination. The promised land is what we are always creating with. So allowing ourselves to be aware and mindful of the fact that these are all just distractions away from, so like I said, we think, oh, once I do this, once I do that, we have all these kind of external markers. And when we take that away and say, you know what, I'm already whole, I'm already complete, I'm already one with God. And because I know that, I can be still and know that I can release the how. This is where human beings try to do this. Well, once I do this, this is all control freak stuff. When I do this, that'll happen. No, when I release and I be still and know that my desires, my intention, that I make the time to go ahead and identify, this is a very important part of this process. Okay, I'll come back to that. But when we can, actually, no, I'm going to do it now. When we make the time, right, because we're so consumed with how things should play out, could play out, never played out, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Or once this, then it'll play out like that. Instead of being so concerned with controlling the how, take a moment to just consider what is the actual outcome that you are looking to achieve. And once you take it further than that, it's not even just the outcome. It's truly what you're actually looking for and seeking is the way that you believe the outcome will make you feel. And again, this is where this work comes in, because you have access to that feeling state right now. Stop using a circumstance that you perceive is going to be the thing or the one or the relationship or the dollar amount or the, you know what I'm saying, whatever, to make you finally fill in the blank. Go ahead and give yourself permission through your imagination and through your awareness that you are already one with the divine. You are already perfect. You are already whole. You are already complete. No one is better than you. You are always the top choice. Everything you touch turns to gold, right? So once you already start to believe and identify with this, you give yourself permission to feel that, actually feel that. And typically there's a lot of resistance that comes up when you first start trying to identify as that, because you've been identifying as this for so long. Through repetition, through our beliefs, you've been constantly identifying with your experiences. And baby, that's not what the key is. You are not your experiences. How honestly open-minded and willing. Yes, God. Release the how. This just hit me. Wow, thank you. You're welcome. So I'm getting to the good part, y'all. I'm getting to the good part. Yes, God, can y'all show me some love? I would love to see some hearts on the screen. Thank you so much for your comments and your feedback and your engagement too. Yes, God. And I would love if you would love to share the live so we can get the word out. Let me take a few deep breaths, which is a crucial, critical part of this process, is a regulated nervous system and taking deep breaths. Because honey, we'd be... Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you. Yes, God. So what we do, because we know that we are trying to outsource something that God already gave us. God already gave us wholeness, worthiness, success, accomplished. God already gave us all that. The issue is that we're too busy not remembering that and trying to look for it outside of us. Not remembering that's already who we are. And so this is how we remember who we are. Suggestion for regulating nervous system. Yes, God, release the how. So the first step for me, I'll talk about me and and my clients, is that we use the breath of life that God has given us, God. Thank you for this breath of life. Thank you for this inhale and this exhale, God, that you give to us so freely, that is so abundant, God, that we have access to at any particular time and moment that we are walking on this earth, God. Thank you for allowing us to remember our worthiness, our wholeness, our completeness, God, through the fact that we have access to your breath of life, God. Thank you for allowing our breath to regulate us, God. Thank you for allowing our breath to communicate with us, God, and show us, God, our body is responding to a circumstance, God. And thank you for allowing us to be able, through our breath, to be still and know, God, that it is already done. Yes, God. So exactly, breath work will regulate your nervous system. Exactly. So bringing ourselves back into that stillness, back into observation mode. Okay, it's awareness mode. It is, hey, wow. I'll give you observation mode for me right now. Hey Megan, you're on a roll right now. This live is going great, and you look good, girl. Yes, God. Like that's what my internal. And I'm getting excited. I'm getting enthusiastic, and so I'm kind of stuttering. And so for me, deep breathing and prayer in that way is regulation for me. And so this is the thing for me that actually has contributed to a lot of my success, because when I'm authentic and I had shared that, thank you for the badge, yes, God. And I shared that was something that took me viral and has opened up a whole new world of opportunities for me. Yes, God. So what I want to explain is the fact that the initial prayer I'm not even going to say that, because that wasn't the only, I've had several things go viral. But the one that was a catalyst from my perspective was the prayer where I let go of the how, where I did exactly what we're discussing right now, is that I let go of how everything was going to play itself out. And I just got clear and I calmed myself and I witnessed my mind and I witnessed how my mind was trying to, the manager, my mind was trying to tell the CEO, my heart, what to do. Okay. We have an internal hierarchy that should be CEO, God, heart, leads mind. Mind is a servant of the heart. However, most of us, a lot of us, let me not say it's a daily practice to allow heart to lead, because heart has the whole vision. Heart is the one that knows the how. Heart knows how. God knows how. But we're so busy trying to interject. Mind is so busy trying to interject how. Well, what about this? Well, no, you're going to look stupid if you do that. Yeah, I know that's what you love to do, but what are people going to think? Well, what about it? Well, and then they're going to feel some type of way if I block them because I don't want them to be judging me on what I'm doing and da-da-da. And all that mind stuff, that manager stuff is keeping us out of alignment with our divine purpose, because you know what your divine purpose is. You know that. It's whatever you're excited about. It's whatever you're enthusiastic about. It's whatever you would sit there and do or talk about or whatever all day long. That is what your purpose is. Your purpose is tied to your enthusiasm and your excitement. However, the manager tries to come and tell the CEO, oh, we shouldn't do it like that. Nah, it doesn't really make any sense. No, actually, I think we're going to do it like this because we've been doing it like this for the last 30 years. And this is what at least we know the results with this way. All control issues, all control freak stuff. So now we about to get to the good part, y'all. Is everybody still enjoying? Thank you, everybody, for all the love and all the hearts. Distractions. Yes, God, exactly. Lots of distractions. The mind can be a distraction if you allow it. However, the mind is not your enemy. Your mind is a tool. Your mind is a worker. Your mind is a manager. And you and your listening and openness to your heart and what God is speaking through you is the CEO. And once you release and surrender those things and allow those things to integrate and change that hierarchy and allow your heart and God to lead your mind versus your mind trying to go through all this craziness, then you're walking in your divine purpose. You're living in flow state. And that's how we like to live over at Yes God Wellness, baby. Yes, God. So now, how do we do that? Okay. How I did it. First, I had the awareness and the honesty and the courage to admit to myself that I don't like how I feel right now. I don't like what's happening. Not all the pride, not all the ego, not all the I know it. I'm just gonna grind through it. I'm just gonna be a part of the capitalist and the patriarchal society that tells us this is the hierarchy and this is the rank. And so now I've created all these imaginary hierarchies and ranks in my life, comparing myself to other people based on what we all do or don't have. Dumb shit. Okay. We become aware, first of all, that we are in that's where we are. And then we take time to witness ourselves. We take time to witness the mind. And then we utilize the faculty of, yeah, grab her, please. My 5-year-old just woke up. So I'll be right there, boo-boo. Okay, mommy's working, okay? Let me go get my baby a hug real quick, y'all. Excuse me. Yes, God. So we first have the awareness and the courage to say, my way is not working, God. I've been trying to control this. I've been trying to do the things. I've been remaining disciplined. I've been, doing this and that. I've been following the script. I've been following the program that society told me to follow. And then once I followed it, that I'd be happy, fulfilled, and successful. And you know what? It's not happening yet. It hasn't happened. So you know what, God? That this is the posture that we need to have. Ministering to us and her babies. Yes, God. Yes, God. And honey, when I told you she didn't want to be bothered with me, she was like, okay. But still, yes, God. Um, but to say, what was I just saying? What was I just saying, y'all? Remind me. It just literally popped out of my head. I was talking about, oh, yeah, having this surrendered posture of, I've done all the things, or I felt like I have, I don't see a way for myself, God. I don't understand what I should be doing. I'm not clear about it. I'm scared about it. I have ideas, I have fantasies, I have imaginations about what I would love to do, but actually thinking about taking action towards that scares the crap out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the ways that we can be honest and courageous when we talk to God, or when we converse or with ourselves. And so being able to say, okay, you know what, God, I surrender the how. I don't know how this is going to happen. I have no clue. This is why you see so many people have such great success when they are at rock bottom. They have nothing left. Because, and I always have loved that point with my clients. I call it the anything but this point. Because when you're at the anything but this point, you're open. You're at the point of surrender. that is the point of surrender. And so this is how you can remember it. And like I said, I am going to curse, and I'm going to curse quietly because my baby's in the other room. And remember, this is specifically talking about the how, not the what. Okay. The what should be very clear. You should take time to actually be very clear about what outcomes you want to experience in your life, because you have an abundant birthright to have the desires of your heart. So you need to be clear and aware of what the desires of your heart are. So many times we're working and we're efforting and we're trying to get to this vision, and we don't even know what the vision is. Like, what is the vision for you? Not in material, but in relationship, in posture, in service as a vessel to this world. What is your vision for being a vessel to this world? That's a great question to ask yourself, to actually get clear about the what. What is it that I desire for myself in my life? Yeah, put the material stuff in there, put all that stuff in there. What is it? What do I want? And then what? And that's another great question. And then what? To keep expanding and opening your consciousness and opening your imagination to the infinite possibilities. But just know, be still and know that even with you being open, your grandest imagination is still one of God's infinitesimal thoughts. So you're like it's I don't know the verse, but our thoughts are not God's thoughts. Our ways are not God's ways, baby. They're not. And so we can think we're in control, but all we need to do is control the what. What do you want? God is saying, what do you want? I will give you whatever it is you believe in your heart and know to be true. And this is why self-concept work is so important, because you have to be still and know that you are already whole, you are already perfect, you are already complete. Everything is always working out for you. Even though circumstances don't look like it right now, there is going to be unexpected miracles, unexpected prosperity, God, unexpected opportunities, God, unexpected connections, God, that we are going to experience, God, and actually taking the time to program that as your self-concept. Again, this is what the Quantum Prayer Circle is. This is my school community. It's only $44 a month. You wake up every single morning to a prayer over yourself and your concept, over your circumstances as well. Every Sunday, there is a new self-concept rampage that we listen to for 1 week. And I'll play that in just a second so you can get a taste. And then there's also a bi-weekly masterclass, like I said. So we're going to listen to it. We'll do that in a moment. But so when you are able to get clear with the what, then the posture in the mind is about the how is, I'm giving this up. I don't give a fuck, okay? I'm letting it all go. I'm letting go of thinking that I have to be in control, that I have to know exactly how, that I have to see this particular thing happen for me to be sure and confident that it's gonna happen. You know what? I'm giving it up and I don't give a fuck. God, I trust that you are handling the details. God, I trust that you are doing the heavy lifting, God. I trust that this situation is working itself out, God. I trust and know, God, that you are touching the hearts of other people, God. I trust and know that you are influencing the hearts and minds of other people, God, of people that I want to pray over, God, in my life and myself, God. I trust and know that you are working out the logistics without me having to have proof or evidence of it, God. I'm going to trust that. I'm going to give it up and I'm not going to give a fuck. And I'm just going to focus all of my attention on being still and knowing that I'm already successful, whole, complete. That it is always working out for my good, that I am not my experiences, that I am one with the divine, the fucking end. So with that being said and known, I can rest. I can focus on regulating my nervous system because I know that a regulated nervous system, God, is really, truly showing me who I am identifying as in the moment, God. And I understand the correlation that my nervous system is so powerful, it's actually creating for me. And this is what people talk about when they say frequency and vibration and things of this nature, because we do have a biomagnetic field, God. This is an energetic world, God. Thank you for allowing us to know that and not be scared of that information, God, and not to judge that information, God, because the patriarchal capitalistic systems have taught us to, God. Have taught us to look to them for our validation, look to them for our worth, look to them for our score, look to them for our rating, look to everybody else to tell us who we are and if we are worthy, whole, and good enough, God. But thank you for allowing us to remember, God, that it has nothing to do with any of those things. It has to do with the relationship that I have within myself that is also with God, because I am always co-creating with God at any time. And God is always giving me what I am putting my attention, my awareness, and my focus on, God. So this is why, thank you, God, for revealing this to us so we can put our attention and awareness on focus on the what, God, and not be concerned with the how, God. Thank you, God, for showing us that this is how energy works. Yes. Now, on that note, we're going to listen to a self-concept rampage. And again, this is the work we do in the inner circle. I love getting paid to exist. I love that my mind is worth millions. I love that I don't have to work for money because money is so busy working for me. I love that my energy is expensive and exclusive. I love that my presence is a privilege. I love that I am always in the right place at the right time. I love that the right eyes are always on me. I love that I don't have to chase anything because I attract what's meant for me. I love that money is obsessed with me. I love that life is always working out for me. I love that there are important people in important rooms having important conversations about me. I love that people are so excited to give me opportunities, and I am looking forward to fulfilling my purpose through those opportunities. Yes, God. I love getting paid to exist. I love that my mind is worth millions. I love that I don't have to work for money because money is so busy working for me. I love that my energy is expensive and exclusive. Yes, God. Finish playing and then we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions, any feedback, any comments. Show me any love. Like, did anything click today? What was the revelation? I love that I don't have to chase anything because I attract what's meant for me. I love that money is obsessed. Come join us in the Corner Prayer Circle. We'll join this work. It's amazing. We have so many new members, by the way. I'll touch on that too. Having important conversations about me. I love that people are so excited to give me opportunities, and I am looking forward to fulfilling my purpose through those opportunities. Yes, God. I love getting paid to it. I've been listening to your rampages. Love your energy. Yes, God. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for sharing my work, for commenting on my work. TikTok be going crazy. Instagram be going crazy too, but TikTok be going crazy. Yes, God. Confirmation on controlling the nervous system. Yes. Thank you, my sister. Amen. Yes, God. 7777. Yes. Yes, God, I'm a life path 7. I'm also a Sagittarius, so that explains the fiery energy that you feel. Let's see. The title of this is Space is the same download I had earlier the week. Yes, honey. So Success Through Surrender. So the name of this live is Success Through Surrender. This is the work we do inside the Quantum Prayer Circle. I have a school community. It's $44 a month, and you get a daily prayer over your experiences. You get a weekly self-concept rampage over your identity. These things are meant to be listened to every morning, first thing when you touch your phone, not when you wake up, because you should definitely be putting a gap between the time that you're waking up and you're touching your phone. But when you do eventually touch your phone, it should be school community. Let me listen to the prayer for the day. Let me listen to the self-concept rampage for the day, so I can plant those seeds in my very fertile subconscious mind, because it's first thing in the morning and I'm coming out of my unconscious state. And then just let's witness what unfolds. Yes, God. Or or I could decide to listen to it all day long, which is something that I do a lot. Surrounded by Sags. I love it. Yes, God. This definitely hits hard. Thank you so much. I need to record in my own voice. Yep. That's a beautiful practice. Thank you. More love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, God, y'all. And so, that's the Quantum Prayer Circle. Also in the Quantum Prayer Circle, there's a bi-weekly masterclass. So again, welcome in all the new members. We've had so many new members join. It's been amazing. I also have a 7-day identity reset inside of the Quantum Prayer Circle that actually allows you to kind of practice what we just discussed in this live today, and go through the process and really allow yourself to get clear and settled with yourself, so that you can really start to be still and know. What else? And then there's also tons of courses in there. There's an abundance mindset, the art of forgiveness, the art of imagination. So there's a lot of my work inside of there. And then also, where's my... Yes, God. So also inside of the Quantum Prayer Circle, actually next Sunday, we are going to be doing our bi-weekly masterclass is about ego as a nervous system strategy, and kind of deconstructing the parts of the ego, deconstructing how the mind tries to run the CEO, the God and the heart, and learning practical ways to address that. Also on 2/22, February 22nd, we are having a Right Place, Right Time workshop. Even though I know this is the beginning of January, the true cyclical new year is the spring equinox. And so we're going to be talking about strategies that we can get prepared for that. That workshop on 2/22 is a cost. It is $111. However, if you are inside the Quantum Prayer Circle, you get access to that included. And then what else? Oh, also, there's a vault. So my master classes. So when you're in the Quantum Prayer Circle, you have access to the replays, right? Of the bi-weekly master classes. I give access until the end of the next month. The master class was done, because they're all live master classes. Once that has expired, the live replay goes into the vault. All right. And because it's not just, we gotta keep some order, keep divine order established in our mind, body affairs, and pruned out. Bless you, boo-boo. When you, if you want access to those a la carte, even if you didn't want to be in the Quantum Prayer Circle, bless you, you can purchase those a la carte in the vault. So just to make mention of that, if there's any of these things that may sound like you want to take a listen to the masterclass we did. So the ones that are already in there are the God Mirror, which is about what we just discussed, how ego, identity, and oneness shape our reality. So kind of deeper on that, the understanding that we already are one with the divine. And then the other one that's in there is shifting from victimhood to victorious, which was really powerful. And I did also touch on the masculine and feminine frame as integrated as all human beings, because so many people want to polarize masculine and feminine. And yes, they are polarities. However, they are internal polarities that we all have. Everyone has a masculine, everyone has feminine. And yes, there is balance and integration and all that good stuff. But just to say, so that's what I got for y'all. Opening your heart posture, looking, instead of looking how, how can God help me and my situation and my circumstance and my family, and how can God use me as a vessel to help the world, which includes me and my family and my situation and my circumstances, and then also everybody else, that there is an opportunity to. All right, y'all. So I love y'all. I hope everybody has a beautiful, I trust and know that everybody will have a beautiful Sunday, a beautiful start to your week. If you're in the Quantum Prayer Circle, we will be releasing a new one today because it's Sunday. And also on our way out, I'm just going to go ahead and play it one more time, and then I will catch y'all in the morning, because this is my morning thing now. I'm actually really enjoying this. I love that my mind is worth millions. I love that I don't have to work for money because money is so busy working for me. I love that my energy is expensive and exclusive. I love that my presence is a privilege. I love that I am always in the right place at the right time. I love that the right eyes are always on me. I love that I don't have to chase anything because I attract what's meant for me. I love that money is obsessed with me. I love that life is always working out for me. I love that there are important people in important rooms having important conversations about me. I love that people are so excited to give me opportunities, and I am looking forward to fulfilling my purpose through those opportunities. Yes, God. Yes, God. I love getting paid to exist. I love